My name is Peter Meade. I'm a Senior Technical Support Engineer with ScienceLogic. This video outlines how we use MariaDB with the InnoDB Storage Engine in SL1, some common misconceptions about InnoDB, how to monitor and recover from storage filling up, and how you can use SL1 to monitor the health of your data. SL1 uses MariaDB with the InnoDB Storage Engine. InnoDB is assigned a certain amount of space on disk during initial installation, and data is stored in data.local db IB data 1. In some circumstances, a specific condition may occur whereby InnoDB fills up to use all the available space in data.local db. This video describes that scenario, common misconceptions, and settings that affect this scenario, as well as the importance of understanding InnoDB growth in relation to your data. It is important to consider the difference between InnoDB space and the actual disk space used on the appliance. The disk space taken up by InnoDB is assigned but not necessarily used. A good analogy to explain this is the bucket analogy. Let's consider a scenario that happens from time to time on SL1 systems. InnoDB fills up with data. Perhaps this results in data.local db running out of space. Support can assist to clean up data and everything is working fine afterwards. However, the disk usage output on the appliance is still showing data.local db as full or nearly full. Why is this? Consider this bucket as your InnoDB MariaDB data. As your data grows, so does the bucket. Maybe the bucket fills all the way to the top, but you empty half of it out. What happens to the bucket? Does it shrink back to its original size? No. And InnoDB is much the same. By design, once InnoDB swells up, it will always have that amount of disk space allocated to it. But that is not necessarily used space. For example, if InnoDB swelled up to use 1 terabyte of data, if you deleted 500 gig of data, 1 terabyte will still show as used on disk. But there is 500 gig of free space within InnoDB to store data, and SL1 knows that. There is a setting in the file etc my.cnf.d silo_mysql.conf called auto-extend that controls the maximum size that InnoDB can grow to. We can see this file here. If we cat etc my.cnf.d silo_mysql.cnf and we grep for auto extend, this shows the setting. If this size is reached, no further data can be stored by SL1. MariaDB will crash and will not be able to restart. It is possible to extend this setting to use free space on the data.local db partition. Knowledge article 1181 explains how to do this. If we enter the article number here in the support portal, we can view database partition full. This article explains how to recover from this situation. Again, if you feel you need to, please feel free to open a case with support and we can assist. In article 1181, towards the bottom, there is a short section explaining some reasons why this partition may fill up. As your business grows, your data grows with it. If your data is growing gradually and you are outgrowing the available space on disk on your SL1 system, you can use the process outlined in article 1170 to grow the data.local db volume and increase the maximum size available to store data. We can find this article 1170 on the portal. The article name is Increasing System Resources on Appliances. And as we scroll down, there is a section on increasing resources for hard drive space. One valuable resource within the SL1 UI to monitor InnoDB usage is the Support Power Pack, and in particular the Support InnoDB Size Dynamic app. If we click on this SL1 appliance and we click the Performance tab, the Support InnoDB Size Dynamic app is here. We can check used percent, and we can check used space. The Support Power Pack also includes events that will warn you well in advance of InnoDB filling up. We can see these in Registry, Events, Event Manager, and Filter by InnoDB. These alerts will give you advance warning on any issues within InnoDB space. The daily maintenance task prunes rows from various tables each day, as defined in the data retention settings. This process is responsible for keeping the InnoDB space under control, but inevitably, over time, InnoDB will grow. So it is important to keep an eye on this dynamic app to understand the trend in growth for your data. Understanding the settings in data retention will also ensure you are only storing the data you need. We can view data retention settings in System, Settings, Data Retention. In here we can see the settings that affect how much data is stored within InnoDB. In this video, we reviewed how SL1 uses MariaDB with the InnoDB Storage Engine. We looked at how your data is stored within InnoDB and how to control, monitor, and recover from a full data.local DB partition. We also looked at how to use the Support Power Pack to monitor InnoDB usage, what daily maintenance is, and how data retention settings are critical to maintaining the right amount of data for your SL1 stack. Further reference material will be available in the Resources section of the presentation menu.